various occasions throughout the years. And it was especially heartbreaking for me to see you go in the media from being a grieving father who lost a wife and a son to being the person indicted and convicted of killing them. And you've engaged in such duplicitous conduct here in the courtroom, here on the witness stand, and as established by the testimony throughout the time leading from the time of the indictment and prior to the indictment throughout the trial to this moment in time. Certainly, you have no obligation to say anything other than saying not guilty. And obviously, as appeals are probably expected or absolutely expected, I would not expect a confession of any kind. In fact, as I've presided over murder cases over the past 22 years, I have yet to find a defendant who could go there, who could go back to that moment in time when they decided to pull the trigger or to otherwise murder someone. I have not been able to get anyone, any defendant, even those who have confessed to being guilty, to go back and explain to me what happened at that moment in time when they opted to pull the trigger, when they opted to commit the most heinous.
Judge Newman didn't come to play. He didn't come to play. I have to tell you, I thought that his speech to Alec, I found it very moving, very hard-hitting. And one thing that you have to know about Judge Newman that you may not know is that he had a son who died prior to this trial starting. And I can't imagine how hard it must have been to reside over this case, a case where this father took his son's life, and how difficult that must have been, having lost his own son. Alec fooled a lot of people for a very, very long time. And I will say this, there's a part of me that still thinks that there's reasonable doubt in this case. But because this man has lied so much, he truly is the little boy who cried wolf, right? How are we supposed to believe him and his explanation of why he was at the kennels when all he ever does is lie? And why would you lie about that? Do you buy his, I was paranoid, I don't trust the cops. And I think the jury didn't buy it. It was interesting to me, though, that 9 people, when they went back to deliberate, were set that he was guilty. There were 2 that thought he was innocent, and 1 that was a holdout, that was undecided. And it took the guilty people only 45 minutes to convince the others that he did it. But he truly is the author of his own demise. So, but yeah, I just love Judge Newman, so I had to just get on here and say, he's America's judge, right? I love him. And just, again, I say again a lot, don't I? I feel for the Murdaugh family. I am wishing them peace. I can't imagine what they've been through, so I'm just sending out a lot of love and prayers to them. And I hope that Alec, the judge said to him, I hope that you think about Maggie and Paul every day. When you lay down at night, I hope they're in your head. It was just so powerful, the whole speech. I've never seen a judge do that before, but it was so compelling. I just love Judge Newman. And I'm repeating myself, so I'm going to close. Anyway, thank you for watching. Much love. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.